Morning YouTubers, it's going to be a different type of video today. I've had to come outside because a strange phenomenon's happening. The sun's come out. Today's video is going to be about all the costs for my first year narrowboating, and I'll break them all down for you. So I hope you find it interesting. For a 50-foot narrowboat, the Canal and River Trust licence, which allows you to go on rivers and canals, is £909 and pennies. That's with the discounts. To get a licence you also need insurance, which was another £203. I was going to fit solar panels on Aitch anyway, but when I got on board I realised that all the leisure batteries and the starter battery was knackered. So I had to sort that out. I bought the solar panels and all the kit and installed it myself, which must have saved a few bob. In my experience of narrowboating, fitting these solar panels was one of the best things that I ever done, or have done so far. All the kit for the solar panels cost me £250. God knows how much it would have cost to get someone else to fit it all. I also had to buy 3 brand new 100 amp hour leisure batteries and 1 starter battery. I haven't had any income for the last 2 years, so I've been living off of money that I put by savings. So it's going to be interesting to see how much this all comes to, and see how long I can last out here. We'll have a look at the costs of fuel now. Fuel to heat the boat and fuel to run the boat. I kept a log of all the gas bottles, bags of coal, kindling and fuel that I use throughout the year, and we'll go through that now. Throughout the winter I used 25 bags of coal at an average price, because they all vary, of £12 a bag. 12 bags of kindling at £4 a bag, and 4 gas bottles. The prices varied quite a lot on these, but they averaged out about £35 a bottle. During the year I put £372 worth of diesel in the tank, but I still must have £150 worth in there. This all evens itself out though, because I must have had about that amount of diesel in the tank when I bought Aitch. I've got mobile broadband on board, and obviously I've got the mobile phone and other entertainment that I've got. We'll go through that. I've got a deal with Vodafone that is unlimited broadband and mobile phone for £42 a month. And I don't watch mainstream television because it's all politics and depression lately. So what I do is I spend £6 a month on Netflix, where I can watch a little series or the odd film and do as I please without all the commentary. I was debating on whether to put the costs of shopping and things like that down, but I'll put everything that I can think of, I'll put on this list, and we should have a proper amount of how long it's, or how much it's cost me to stay out on the canals and rivers for a year. I've been scrimping and scraping because the less I spend, the longer I can stay out here on the canals, and I've worked out that I spend £65 a week on shopping, which is food mainly. This amount will obviously differ depending on the individual. Well, I've heard some people can live off of £30 a week. I don't know how. Some people spend about £100 a week. Maintenance and blacking, I've decided to put £1,000 a year away. Some people will put more, some people put less, but hopefully that will cover it. I've already spent the £1,000 that I put away for maintenance this year on engine problems and things like that. But next year I'm going to have Aitch craned out and blacked, and I'll be very lucky if that £1,000 covers it all. But we'll see. I put about £600 down for sundries, which is like clothing and other bits and pieces. And now we'll have a look. That's about it really. We'll have a look how much it all comes to and how much I've spent roughly for my first year narrowboating, and we see if it's worth it or not. The £600 sundries is the last thing that I'm going to put on the list, and the total that I've spent for my first year on a narrowboat is £8,329 and 5p, which is a very cheap way to live really. And I don't feel that my quality of life has gone down. If anything, I've done more and the quality of life has gone up. So it's been a different video this week. Next week we'll be going to Berkhamsted, which I've heard is really nice. So thanks for coming along. Hope you found it interesting and informative if you're going to do it yourself, and I'll see you next time.